Hi everyone, welcome to class. We want to continue with the topics that we have been treating, animal health. Today we are looking at protozoa diseases. Another protozoa diseases, we are looking at trypanosomiasis and coccidiosis. Now, we want to look at animals affected, the causal organism. We want to look at the symptoms of the diseases, and then method of transmission and control. Now, trypanosomiasis. Now, another name for trypanosomiasis is sleeping sickness. And the local name for trypanosomiasis is nagana. Now, let's look at animals affected. Majorly, it affects ruminant animals, majorly the cattle. And we have resistant varieties and we have susceptible varieties. Now, resistant varieties, those ones that can resist, those ones that can fight trypanosomiasis, we have Hundama, we have Muturu, and we have Keteku. Now, we've talked about these cattle breeds earlier in the past classes that we had. Now, let's look at the susceptible ones. Now, they are the local breeds. White Fulani, Red Bororo, Kuri, Chad, Shokoto Gudali, and Bora. Now, all our local breeds are susceptible to trypanosomiasis. So that means trypanosomiasis can actually affect them. Now, let's look at the causal organism. Now, the causal organism is called the Trypanosoma. Trypanosoma species, we have 3 of them. We have Trypanosoma vivax, Trypanosoma congolensis, and Trypanosoma gambiensis. Now, these are the 3, species of trypanosome that we have around us here, majorly in West Africa. Now, this is the picture of a trypanosoma. Now, this is the way it is. Now, we are going to talk about the agents or the vector that's going to pick it. Now, so this is just what the trypanosoma look like. Okay. Now, mode of transmission and control. Now it is transmitted by a blood-sucking SSS1. Now, no ruminant animal will come in contact with trypanosoma without the SSS1, which is called the Glossina species. Now, the Glossina species is going to suck blood from an infected animal and transmit the pathogen to an healthy animal. Now, let's look at the control. How do we control them? Now, you have to spray insecticide to kill the SSS1. Now, the moment you begin to notice SSS1 around your farm, you make use of insecticide. Now, you clear the bush around the farm to remove, the habitat of the SSS1. Now, eradication of white species. Now, those species that are actually susceptible, we've mentioned them earlier, the white Fulani, the Boran, and others. You have to eradicate them from your farm. Now, isolation of infected animal. The moment you notice that an animal is infected already, now you isolate that animal. Now, biological control of insect vector. You can use another insect or another animal to heat up the SSS1. Okay, now let's look at the symptoms. What are the symptoms that you're going to notice on the moment your animal is already infected? Now, rise in body temperature. We've talked about how you can measure the temperature of your farm animal. Now, dullness in appearance. You notice that the animal will be very dull. Anemia, that's the shortage of blood. Okay, sleepiness. The animal will be sleeping. That's why another name for trypanosomiasis is sleeping sickness. Now, the animal will not want to eat, the animal will just be sleeping all through. Now, nervous disorder leading to paralysis and death. Okay, and then weakness and dry coat. You will notice that the fur will be very, very dry, and the animal will be weak because the animal has not been able to eat well. The animal has been sleeping all the through. Now, the next one we are looking at, the second protozoa disease, is coccidiosis. Now, animals affected. We have the domestic fowl, we have turkey, dog, goose, and rabbit. Now, the causal organism is called the emeral species. Now let's look at the symptoms. For the poultry birds, we have dropping of wings, okay, blood-stained diarrhea, emaciation, the animal will begin to, to emaciate, rough feathers for the poultry birds, huddling. You will see the poultry birds, they will begin to huddle together, they will be moving close to one another, they will gather in a particular place. Now, loss of hair and acropacia in rabbits. Now, if the rabbit is not pregnant, because one of the signs that she wants to pasturate is that she begins to, pull off her fur. But the moment she's not pregnant, then the loss of hair has to do with what? Coccidiosis. Now, how do you control? Number one, you avoid wet litters. We have talked about litters over and over again. How the effect of wet litters, the effect of wet feed on your poultry birds. Now, use of suitable drugs. You have to administer drugs, most especially to your poultry birds. Okay? You administer that, and then you practice proper sanitation. I'll talk to you about this over and over again. Not because that they are animals, you will not make sure you clean the environment. Make sure you clean the environment. Because if you don't do that, that can make them to be susceptible to some diseases. All right. Now, here is a picture of a poultry bird infected with coccidiosis. Now, you can see the crown. You can see it's pale, inactive on its own, puff color and bloody dropping. You can see it, the ruffled feathers, and then eating and drinking less. Not ready to start. The moment you begin to notice this, that means your poultry bird is already infected or affected by coccidiosis. All right, thank you. You are going to see more in Google Class. Any question you have, please talk to me about this in Google Class, and I'm sure you have answers to them. Thank you. Have a good day.